Like a sucker. And this was supposed to be a long one too, wasn't it, Treeborn? And I've butchered this. I botched it so bad. Although we have spent like hours in, or like an hour in chess puzzle before. Oh, this one I couldn't figure out what was going on. Can we not present this somehow? Like, I still feel like... I still feel like the lantern being broken is the key, but I don't know how to describe it. Alright, so we've established that that's not this. Wait, maybe it is sight. Hold on. It's so weird. Is it this?
Objection!
I don't think it is. So exists eyes. Alright. We were just stuck. This is why I think between my headache and trying to figure this out yesterday, I ended up stopping. Alright, so I don't know how to do this. Match the word with the image. Okay, let's see here. But see, this is the part that I don't agree with, because you can see the lantern affected by the wind there. This is the broken lantern. Like, what am I matching? Like, I don't get it. I feel like I'm missing something. pain. There's only like 3 words.
Objection!
Nope. I don't know. Does anybody see anything? Anyone see anything? This is the thing, the phrase we're looking for. Brandon Fox. Does anybody see anything? We have the Night Waffle Fox. Show again? You want to see the whole thing? I feel like it's... Here's the thing, Astro Dude. I feel like the fact that the lantern is broken is the key here. Is it the fact that he's reading but standing in the wrong place? See, this is the part that gets me. See, when you see the lantern flickering, that means the lantern's broken. That means this is the wrong lantern. Like, I've been brute forcing this for a while. And, like, this is what... I gave up on it yesterday just because I had the headache, but I don't have a headache right now. It's gonna come back because it's all the stress today, but, Idiot tell me I have to lose internet for 3 to 5 days? Business days. Whole weekend without internet? No. This is the part that gets that I feel like it's the key. He arrested the accused and tried to fight her off by the spring side lantern. It seemed the victim felt an intense pain. I believe this is when he was stabbed. As his lifeblood spilled over, his vision dimmed, finally he passed from this world. You see it? I don't see it. This is what gets me. How's that sound? But it's not the sound. I've already done it like 4 times. This is where all my failures have come from. I have no idea what's going on. What do we have? See, I'd like to present that or this. I don't see it. I have no idea. Is it the water?
Objection!
The water? Nope. I have no clue. I have no idea. You think the incense? I tried the bells.
Objection!
Nope. There's only there's only, well, 4 of them. You got the bells, you got the incense, you have the water, the pain, and the wind. 5 things. That's 25 options if you have to pick one of these to go with it.
Objection!
Oh. Are we gonna have to brute force it? I have no clue. I have no clue. I have no clue.
Objection!
He wasn't moving yet. The bells are on him. I tried. Sucker, I've tried that like 10 times. I select wind.
Objection!
No? Select the lantern. I tried. I can't select the lantern.
Objection!
I know I did that, though! Come on! I did that like 4 times yesterday! That was the one thing that I said it was, and then I tried it and it didn't work, and so I'm like, okay, well, it must be something else, and this is gonna come up later. But no, it's the right. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm just gonna take a deep breath here. Very calming. Very calming. I'm good. I'm good. No one's gonna die. Probably asked to do it. It probably was, and I just didn't notice and thought it was right. I've had a day. I just literally drove across town in rush hour traffic to get my internet working, and then found out when I got there I didn't have to do that. And all it did is cost me 30, 45 minutes of my time and gas that I can never get back. Okay, we're gonna press on now. I mean, you heard me say that at the very beginning. It's something with the lantern, but I couldn't make it work. Your benevolence? I found a new contradiction. You did? Oof, no doubt it is but another of your vile attempts to slander my insights. Nope, take a good look at what the victim saw. This might change your mind. The lantern flame behind the accused was flickering. There's nothing unusual about that, especially as the wind had stirred. No, that's where you're wrong. If the accused had been standing in the spring, then what you see here should be one of the lanterns flanking the statue. I fail to see your point. My point is, something is wrong here. The lanterns flanking the statue are both outfitted with glass wind guards. Maybe the lantern's flame should have been flickering in the wind in the first place. Heh. She seems pretty tickled, Nick. I don't remember saying anything funny. Hold on. Let me check my posture. If I'm gonna be angry, you need to at least not be a gremlin about it. Perfect posture. I fail to see what you wish to prove here, but... Very well. I shall refine the vision and reveal the truth for all to see. O blessed Mitama, I beseech you, fix your sight upon the lantern there. That lantern does have a wind guard on it. And rightly so. For the wind guard was removed to reveal the sacred flame within for the rite of fire. Therefore, there is nothing odd about the flame flickering. Say what? When we searched the crime scene, those lanterns had their wind guards on. That's because the police put them back on. Sacred flames have burned uninterrupted for hundreds of years, Defense. We cannot risk them being extinguished, even during an investigation. That would never fly back home. Well, Barbdad, are you done quibbling? If so, it's time to bow down before the testimony of the Minima. Erg! Nick. Don't worry, Maya. I'm just getting started. Alright, let's get over everything we know so far. Maya was wearing Lady Kira's robes and standing in the spring. The High Priest saw them then moving toward her. So as we look for sensations to stand in contradiction to that arrangement. I will give up. I'm going to find a contradiction that will undermine the accusation against Maya. Okay. Okay, we can see the lanterns clearly now. Wait, is that the broken one? Can I see like a lantern that's not broken? Show me a lantern that's not broken. I'd like to look closer at that. I could. Too far away. I also feel like he's not reading properly. That's English reading. Alright, let's see what we got. Alright, let's save, because I've been doing bad at this part. So much a full day to figure that out. Okay, this significant? Wait, you can kind of see it there. Is it broken or not? I can't tell. I think it is.
Objection!
Nope, no good. Why am I so bad at this? No wonder all the stupid attorneys were killed. Oh, I tried that.
Objection!
I don't know, I thought that's what I did. I'm so bad at this. Why am I so bad at video games?
Objection!
There it is. Okay, so it was that. Well, what could this possibly mean? That lantern clearly contradicts the insight. This contradiction will overturn the entire case of the building. Are you alright, Mr. Wright? One minute you shout, and the next you fall silent. Perhaps it's like the bellow of one who is barreling down a hill with no way of stopping. Is that not right, Prosecutor Sadmati? Don't get cold feet now, Phoenix. Even if this overturns the entire case you have built so far, the only way is to keep moving forward. What? Chat disconnect from server? Chat reconnect to server? I got like 3 versions of the chat up, so it's fine. Wait, keep moving forward, because that's where we'll find the truth. So I'm not bearing down a hill. In fact, I'm in full control of everything with indisputable contradiction I found. That's so. The lantern behind the hue is clearly, no, blatantly contradicts your insight. Does it now? One lantern on the inner side of the inner sanctum was broken. And you've watched what enemy saw in his final moments. You'll notice that the lantern behind the playing form of Miss Faye is broken. The lantern behind Lady Kira, however, is still intact. In short, we are seeing 2 different lanterns in Seance vision. How could this be? If it were so, how would that contradict my insights? Let me start by saying, the claim I'm about to raise will overturn the case I've built thus far. Can this please explain himself? Based on the broken lantern, we can tell Maya and Abbott enemies' positions. Where the accused and the victim were standing. Did you not just finish asserting that the accused was standing somewhere else? I did, and I built my argument on that faulty premise. But thankfully, it has led us here. The actual spot where Maya Fey was standing. I must say, if the defense keeps changing its assertions in such a capricious manner, its credibility may come into question. I'm going to take that risk, Your Majesty, because I believe this will be the last time. Let's start by pointing out the actual spot where the accused was standing. Very well. Show us where you now believe the accused was actually standing. This location of the broken lantern, where was Maya really standing? Right here.
Take that!
And you are sure it was there? My hand slipped. Sorry, what? Can we say that one didn't count? I'll drop out a little bit. Turn to theft. Whatever. That's my job. Mr. Right. Well, it's worth a try. What do you think about the location of the broken lantern? Since Tower Maya was saying more than apparent. I think it was just like they're being very picky in this game. Holy Mother Crane, Mr. Right, you remind us yet again why Lars reviled. Time to point out where the accused was really standing. Like, I said here, but it's actually here. I mean, come on. One thing straight before, but now it's all falling into place. We know the victim had stepped into the spring. That means Maya Fey had to have been standing in the water as he approached. However, his memory, which has only now become clear, reveals that Miss Fey was standing by the side of the broken lantern. In other words, that's where I pointed! She's staying where she was supposed to be, according to custom. That now brings us back to the very beginning? No. This is where things take a different turn. And I mean that literally. The victim had to have been moving toward the spring. That means that while he was moving, he had his back turned toward the accused. What's this? Do you mean to say the victim had turned around during the right? This image appears nowhere in the seance vision. Actually, it does appear. It seems that no one noticed it until now. No one noticed? How could no one notice something so big? There's a moment when the scripture that the victim was holding was all we could see. It's sad none of us could tell that he was in fact turning around in that moment. No!
Objection!
As it fits the search, then her benevolence insights no longer make sense. How do you intend to explain that?
Objection!
I don't need to explain anything, because it's just as you said, Prosecutor Sadmati. Her benevolence insights don't make any sense because they contain a huge error. Such insolence! Alright, we're getting into it now. Huge error, you say? You explain. The huge error is the number of people there. I'm gonna say because I'm on my last life. And I've been doing bad at this so far. Yesterday and today, I've been doing bad. Number of people there. I believe this is what happened at the scene of the crime. The victim was reading the sutra when suddenly he sensed someone behind him. He immediately looked back to see someone dressed as Lady Kira standing there. Wishing to see who it was, he approached the robed figure. That's when he was stabbed. This cannot be. Oh, but it can. And it is. Inside stating that if you stabbed the victim is wrong. That's the real truth lying behind this testimony of the dead. Poe! 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 Polunka! Are you suggesting that there was someone else at the scene of the crime? Have I misunderstood? The voice of the Midama? Yet again? This cannot be! She faints a lot. Every time I make a mistake if you fainted, like those goats. Well, that was a close one. I managed to divine the true meaning behind the seance vision somehow. Oh, you might hear something crazy. I am distracted. I'm constantly distracted. I remember reading a story about some, I think they're goats. Either goats or sheep. And it's really funny. So the way the sheep, the female sheep show that they are interested in another sheep is that they just freeze themselves. So they go very still, right? To show, you know, hey, I'm interested in you. As they do. And so, you know, that makes it easier for the male goat to, do the thing. But what's funny is, apparently there's some lesbian sheep. And they show they're attracted to each other because they both freeze next to each other. But because they're both frozen, nothing ever happens. It's kind of sad. Cute and sad. Alright, moving on. Managed to find the true meaning behind seance vision somehow. Let's add these new facts to the court record. Alright, updated. Yet again. Journalist, please allow me to take it from here. I will overturn the brash accusations of this faithless, putrid-minded lawyer. Yes, I shall place my trust in you. Are you sure about this, prosecutor? Sad Marty? You know, it made more sense if they just channeled the accused. Hey, who did it? I don't know. My work as an international prosecutor has taken me to courtrooms around the world. In that time, I have learned to perform last rites for souls in trials lacking a seance. Yes, of course. Forgive me. My ludicrous inquiry. Moreover, I have with me a forensic investigator from overseas. I'll show you all the most magnificent last rites ever seen. This really does think highly of the inland of forensic expertise. I know it's time to brush, but I'm just going to keep pushing forward. And we can brush whenever I feel the urge to brush, okay? So we're just going to keep pushing through. The best that he's come to understand their value. Then again, he is an international prosecutor who solved tough cases around the world. Time to hunker down, huh? Now, let's continue with today's proceedings. The defense, please tell us who the third-party trusted Lady Kira was. Your claims negated the insights of the royal priestess. So I trust you have some evidence to support it, correct? Yes, of course. The third party must have really wanted to kill the high priest. I might be able to identify who it was. I had evidence of their murderous intent. Well, wait, Mr. Wright. The evidence that can reveal the identity of the third party is this.
Take that!
3 days before the purification rite, the victim received a warning letter from an unidentified individual. He did? Whoever sent it clearly meant to threaten the high priest. The letter said, "Do not perform the rite." But the rite went on as scheduled. I believe that is why the high priest was murdered. Who's supposed to send that letter? A person with something to hide. The rebel hunter disguised as Lady Kira herself. Peace. I don't understand. I'd heard that the Lady Kira that has been in the news of late only hunted rebels. If so, why would she have killed the High Priest? Excellent question. Maybe it would help to think of it this way. What if the High Priest had secretly been a rebel? High Priest, you can possibly have been a rebel. What if everyone's a rebel? Wait, how wild would that be? Can you guys imagine? Like, it'd have to be some kind of, like, dramatic comedy movie where, like, everyone is secretly a rebel and they have, like, meetings and stuff and they go, but they're all in, like, different, like, cells of the rebel group. And so they all have to pretend to be, like, you know, good while they're in, like, their normal life. And then, like, at night or whatever, they rebel. And they're all rebelling. And the end of it, you know, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, wait a second, you're a rebel too? Wait, no. Yeah, I'm a rebel. Are you're a rebel? And, you know, and then it comes down to, like, the whole country is, like, rebels. There's no actual... It's only the institution that's left and not the actual people in it. There's no people They support the institution. I don't know, I think that'd be wild. It would take a lot of a witty dialogue to pull it off, I think. And it's probably already been done. Hold on. Let's see. Story where, let's see, what do we call it? And their resistance? I don't know. That's, I don't know. There's a spy over one? Why would the rich rebel? They're afraid of the rebels? Maybe they actually want to help people. I know, kind of crazy for rich people, huh? High priest, a devout follower of Koreanism, a rebel? There's a spy one? You can comprehend the blasphemy of which you speak? Well, do you? I too found it hard to believe at first. As I continued my investigation, it started to become more and more plausible.
Objection.
Third party was the rebel hunting Lady Kira, and the high priest was a rebel? Your mockery of Koreanism? No. Of the kingdom of Korean itself knows no bounds. Oops. As shameless, post-colonial lawyers making a mockery of our religion. As a faithful Koreanist, I take issue with these claims. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Crap. Well, I've been reading them. Sorry, you guys focused on my head for a little bit. Now I'm loath to admit them into today's proceedings. I like where this is going. This claims are but vile blasphemy tantamount to spitting on the Holy Mother. Is it really that big of a deal, Maya? Abbot Amy was a distinguished monk and very well respected too, so yeah. Please don't let this turn into an international incident. But fear not, good people of Korean. Reigns this putrid-brained lawyer who seeks to sell the soul of the deceased shall come to no avail once I conclude these last rites. Prosecutor's assertion that the accused killed the victim remains unchanged. The victim stabbed in his abdomen. How is that possible when he had his back turned toward Miss Faye? Someone else must have killed him.
Objection.
Are you sure about that? May have invalidated seance, but do not let it go to your putrid head. Karma flow this trial is as yet still in my hands. How can you be so confident? Heh heh heh, something has occurred to me, you see. And your allegations of third party are but a deluded fancy, and I shall prove that by calling a new witness to the stand. An eyewitness who will deliver a definitive answer that will dispel the defense's doubts. An eyewitness. Very well. Let's call this eyewitness to the stand. This guy. I object, he can't see anything. It's him again. Oh no. He has been to be the shaggiest witness I've ever laid eyes upon. Please state your name and occupation. I'm... No, that's so-and-so. Whatchamacallit. Come on! His name's anonymous, TBD. I think I love it, but still. Anonymous to be determined. Is that they've been calling me? TBD as in to be determined? Yep. Can't you just tell us your real name? The witness has suffered a blow to the head, rendering him amnesiac. Therefore, I named him Anonymous TBD in my report. Do you think TBD is part of his name?
Objection!
Will amnesiac testify? Have no fear, I have already questioned him, at length. While it's true he has utterly forgotten his name and past, his memory of what he witnessed is still very much intact. Certainly the dearth of information and new knowledge may be of help. Therefore, I will bring him to his testimony. Now, Mr. Amos, please tell us what you saw. Night of the murder. That night, I was up at the top of Mount Pony, the mountain next to the inner sanctum. 8 prowls, so I climbed over there to pray in peace. No, so no, but since there was no one around, I used my binoculars to spy on the right of the inner sanctum. As I saw the accused, stabbed the high priest with a dagger. Nope. Not buying it. Nope, don't buy it. There's nobody saw him his face stab the victim with a dagger. I swear I don't know what he's talking about. I don't remember it at any rate. Mount Pony, the beautiful mountain that is also known as the Little Sanctum. Let's talk about the smaller mountain from the poster. Seamus, I was wondering, what can I do you for? Your sanctum lies at a high elevation where clouds and fog can obscure the view. Are you sure you were able to see what happened from the mountaintop next to it? Good point. His Majesty raised an excellent question. Well, Mr. Amos? On the day to the right, there wasn't a cloud in the sky. I had a perfect view. If you don't believe me, check the weather forecast in the paper that day. Nick, don't we have that newspaper for that day? Kind of. Yeah, let's take a look. Calm, clear skies. It does say calm, clear skies, doesn't it? See? Told you so. Oh yeah, it wasn't in there when I looked. Well, it would appear the witness has offered testimony worth hearing. Mr. Amos, I too have a question for you. Can you already question the witness? Well, that's what I'm here for, right? Shoot. How's the accused holding the dagger? She's holding it underhanded? Its blade protruding from the bottom of her hand? Yep, I wish she was. Called a reverse grip. I thought as much. I actually have a knife right now. It's plastic. I dropped it when I was eating dinner because I was so frustrated with my internet. I thought as much.
Hold it!
Put it right there. What bearing does that have on this case? Future interruptions, you putrid-head lawyer. Do you not see the significance in how the blade was held? Why don't you enlighten me, enlightened one? If she had it in a reverse grip like this, she could have reached around and stabbed him in the stomach. Okay, I knew you were a fool. I can already picture you in your next life. Your next life? Yes, after your soul rides for centuries in the pits of hell. You shall be reborn as a witless sea urchin, with barbs limited to your posterior. You shall live a short, inconsequential life, only to be brutally devoured by a sea otter. That's a bit excessive. I simply asked what the dagger grip had to do with the case. Now pay attention. How the accused held the dagger is of vital importance. For information, we can infer exactly what the action she took. You're saying that the victim was killed while he had his back to the accused. Is that correct? Yes. As such, the accused dagger grip tells us something very important. The accused supposed the victim from behind swung her arms around him and plunged the dagger deep in his abdomen using a reverse grip. What? Thus, Mr. Amos' testimony clears up any doubts that might remain. Ha ha ha. And it coincides with her benevolence insights as well. This is a disaster. I thought I'd blown those insights out of the water, but now they're back to haunt me. Now then, defense may cross-examine the witness. It's up the top of Mount Pony Mountain, next to the inner sanctum.
Hold it!
Are you sure you're not mistaken, Mr. Amos? Was it really Mount Pony that you climbed? I'm sure of it. It's really pony-ish mountain. Interesting. What does that even mean? You know, now that I think about it, it was a mighty fine view. I hate crowds that climb up there to pray in peace.
Hold it!
If you hate crowds, why bother climbing to the top? Couldn't you have just as easily prayed at the bottom of Mount Pony? Wrong, bucko. This is a once-a-year epic event. I want to pay as close to the actual thing as possible. So gung-ho about it, why don't you go pray at the positive devotion? Like I said, I hate crowds. I want to pray in peace. Oh, Holy Mother, why do I only get the annoying ones? My burning faith demanded that I climb up the mountain close to the inner sanctum. Also, I know it's a no-no, but since there was no one around...
Hold it!
Since nobody was around, there's nobody who can corroborate your actions either. He-ho, you're exactly right. In that case, Mr. Remus, let me ask you this. Was there a reason you didn't want to be seen? About that. If you get caught climbing the surrounding mountains on the day of the rite, you can get in big trouble. Har 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 har. That's it? Yeah, it's totally embarrassing getting yelled at when you're a grown-up. Har 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 har. Yeah, you're a real grown-up, alright. And since nobody was around, I lost all inhibition and... I used my binoculars to spy on the right. The inner sanctum.
Hold it!
You had a pair of binoculars with you? That's pretty convenient. You weren't planning to spy on the right all along, were you? Actually, I just happened to have them for bird watching. Bird watching, huh? I see. You're not going to keep pressing him on this. He's sketchy as heck, but I don't really have anything I can really sink my teeth into yet. Oh, okay then. Har 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 har. I love the great outdoors. That's just the kind of guy I am. How do you know? A guy called Anonymous TBD. He's really starting to get on my nerves. As I looked through my binoculars, I couldn't believe what I was unfolding before me. That's when I saw the accused stab the high priest with a dagger.
Hold it!
Did you really see what you stated? Are you saying I'm lying about this? Well, I'm not. He says permanently in this old noggin. But I didn't do what he said I did. I didn't get a chance to touch the dagger on the day of the rite. But I know that. All I know is what I saw. I've never seen it before in my life. What possible reason could I have to lie? Urgh. I didn't expect there to be any witnesses way up there. But I don't remember doing that at all. I know, I have a feeling the witness is lying. There has to be an inconsistency somewhere in his testimony. Taking a look at the court record. Yeah, I think we put the curtains, I think. The question is which point to press. And I'm on my last life, so let's save.
Objection!
Nope. Is it the one before, maybe? Do I need to press on the same one before?
Objection!
It's the same thing! This is one thing that gets on my nerves. Like, I've got the logic is there. Like, oh, I was spying on this place. I saw this. Like, if they were in there, then you couldn't have seen it. Either way, Your Majesty. I have my doubts about this bushy-bearded witness. Now I know we can't trust him. What? You're just judging by still him a bodacious beard, are you? Not at all, Mr. Amos. It's much more than your sketchy appearance. It's your sketchy testimony. Okay, his testimony, you say? Yes, recall how the inner sanctum was that day. Specifically, that it was completely enclosed by the ritual curtain. Why, yes, I believe you're right. The curtain would have completely blocked the witness's view from Mount Pony. Therefore, he couldn't possibly see the murder happen. Hoo-ha! Mr. Amos, have you been knowingly making false statements to this court? Well, aye! You got me! Let's lower his voice. Can you actually see the accuser herself? Wait. Is this mouth guy? Look how big his mouth is. It's mouth guy, isn't it? I don't remember his name. The professor guy? You can actually see the accuser herself. You can actually see the accused herself. What's that supposed to mean? Set the record straight. I beg you. He has a huge mouth, so I can see it. And who knows what he looks like without the, like, the stone face or whatever. And the murder amended. So the shadowy silhouettes projected against the ritual curtain. Rain a fox. We got a Yukata fox. Figures were created by the light of the full moon on that clear and still night. Hold on. Moon directly overhead. It's just a shadow, but I can tell it's the accused reverse gripping that dagger. Whole front movement. So shadows, that's what you saw? That's right. I can see what's going on by the shadows projected onto the ritual curtain. Future Mr. Emus, I would rather you offer up accurate testimony from the start. Give me my main man, Mr. Magistrate. Talk about my fuzzy memory. It's got a lot of fuzzy stuff. There's all but shadows is still valuable testimony. You have to be kidding me. Well, what are we going to do now, Nick? All I can think of is look for inconsistencies between the actual right and what Mr. Emus says he saw. Now then, please may cross-examine the witness once more. Once more with one life. And we press. So shadowy silhouettes projected against the ritual curtain.
Hold it!
The cell were simply shadows. That's right. The shadow figures on that bright white curtain. Showed through plain day, I could see everything that happened. Say and Abbott and Amy were at the top of the mountain late at night. The only light up there was coming from 4 small lanterns. How could shadows have been projected that clearly onto the curtain? What are people hanging up? Oh, it's the moon is overhead, so there would be no shadows. No wonder people harping you large. You're always saying the lanterns weren't low as their sight, you know. Figures were created by the light of the full moon on that clear and still night.
Hold it!
I think I see. I claim to have seen shadowy figures that were projected on the ritual curtain. Did you really see them, Mr. Emus? Of course I did. Bright moonlight projected them onto that curtain, clear as day. It's like watching a scene out of a horror movie from the row seat on Mount Pony. I guess the moon does shine a bit brighter when you're way up there. Do you recall how bright the moon was that night? There weren't any clouds, and that the moon was definitely out. I don't remember casting shadows. Okay, thanks. Can't deny the moon was really bright. It means it's possible that it was bright enough to cause shadows to appear. Har 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 har. It was in the wrong position though. Just like it happened. Kinda like at noon, there's no shadows. Like you wouldn't see a shadow from the sun on a wall at noon. That's going on, Wildfire. I got my internet fixed. Or just like it happened. Or like it's... Oh yeah. It's just a shadow, I can tell it's huge. Reverse grip of that dagger.
Hold it!
Hang on, how do you know it was Miss Faye if all you saw were shadows? It's that little bun on top of her head. Didn't even see her face. That distinctive Bob's dead giveaway. Never understood my keen sense of observation. Har 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 har. Now that's one funny haircut. It's not nice to make fun of a girl's hairstyle. Make my hair this way. Besides, you're the one to talk, you Sasquatch. And then to this wild main look I'm sporting? So does you know, little girl. Har 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 har. Nick, is there some kind of crime you can charge him with? I'm afraid it doesn't work that way. And I claimed you only saw shadows. It says someone is sketchy written all over it. And there must be an inconsistency in there somewhere. Yep. Is he really watching everything from Mount Pony Bunny? If so, then I should see how his testimony lines up with the conditions to the right. Yeah, we already figured it out. We're gonna save just in case it's something stupid like, oh, you should have pressed it here instead of there.
Objection!
You saw silhouettes projected by the moonlight. Sorry, but that's just not possible. Well, what do you mean? That's not possible. That was totally possible. That's impossible. I can go into a logically translation on that. Let's take a look at this Frights guide, shall we, Mr. Emus? Fright is held when the moon is directly over the summit of Mount Pony Pony. Oh, it's over the other mountain, so the moon would be casting shadows the other way. Doot, doot, doot. So the moon was shining from the west. Any shadows would have been cast eastward. Mr. Emus is standing to the west of the inner sanctum on Mount Pony Pony. Oh, Holy Mother! That's right. Our witness here couldn't have seen any shadowy figures on that curtain. No! No way! Perhaps it was the sacred flames of the lanterns that cast the shadows he saw. I'm afraid not. I expected them during my investigation, but the flames were too small to cast the crisp, distinct figures Mr. Emus claimed to have seen. But I did see those silhouettes, really. How could he, Nick? Maybe he was someplace where they were visible. Wait, don't tell me. Your Majesty, it seems sweet to see those shadows brings a brand new fact to light. And that would be... brand new fact that comes to light if Mr. Emus sweet to see those shadows is... They're somewhere else. He wasn't where he claimed to be at the time of the murder. Doot doot doot. Oh? Then where do you propose the witness was? West where he could have seen the shadowy figures, naturally. Wait. You mean... The mountains east of the inner sanctum are close enough for a good view. There's only one place he could have seen the shadows from. And where might that be? It's where Mr. Emus was at the time of the murder. Bam! Mr. Emus was at the inner sanctum, just outside the curtain on the east side. It's the only place from which you could have seen the shadowy figures. Hoo-ha! Really? Wow, I didn't even think of that. Wasn't the inner sanctum off limits to all but the victim and the accused? And the third party who was there, you mean? I get the feeling that's a subject prosecutor Side Body would rather not touch right now. Ah, you mean... That's right. This witness was at the scene of the crime. Which means he is the mysterious third party we saw during the divination seance. It could be the one who dressed as Lady Kira and killed the High Priest. Huga! But what?
Objection!
No, but the two participants were allowed to enter near the inner sanctum. The only way up there are the stairs that start down at the Plaza of Devotion. Tell me, how do you propose the witness entered that sacred space? He must have, never thought that far ahead. There was sheer cliffs on 3 sides and a steep towering rock face on the other. No one could have made it there by climbing the face of those cliffs. His Majesty speaks true. Say Mr. Emus was at such an inaccessible location, but a bit to tarnish his credibility. Huh. I don't know. I was looking to see if the prisoner climbed down. Is that not right? Right. I wasn't at the inner sanctum. No, sir. No how. So I'm pretty sure I wasn't.
Hold it!
But then what about those silhouettes you saw? Claim to see. I don't think I've been imagining things. What? It's insane. I knew we couldn't trust that lawyer. He's trying to frame the witness. Peace, I say. It's impossible, unless I can show how we got to the inner sanctum. It's just like I'm trying to slander Mr. Emus. I believe you, Nick. Rah, sis, boom, bah. Fight, Phoenix Wright. Just look at the accused. Is she no shame? What's your problem, lady? James Fry's very trustworthy, I have you know. Guess I'm nervous for a criminal. I bet that lawyer poisoned her mind. Please, Maya, you're only making it worse. Appreciate the vote of confidence. It's probably best to keep it to yourself for now. I advise you to think carefully. I'm making any more sudden outbursts. Yes, Your Majesty. I wasn't a bad guy before. I definitely am now. I'm Seamus. I would like you to think back carefully. Before you testify next about where you were that night. Bum, 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 bum. I was never at the inner sanctum, I tell you. That much I'm sure of, even with the fuzzy memory. Besides, it would have been impossible to get there in the first place. Boy, Laura's sure scary. Guess it might have been impossible for him to get to the inner sanctum like he claims, but... Now he just desisted trying to frame this innocent witness? I'd like to see you explain how he got up there. Mr. Wright, it's about time to end these cross-examinations. A moment of desperation leads to 100 million years of torment. It means that for each moment of sinners spent struggling to deny their sins, 100 million years of torment are added to their time in hell. Communism is the strictest religion ever. Actually, there's not. Do I really want to get into this? Probably not. Whatever, we're already here. Big Fox is already out. One thing I've always been baffled by is you know, everyone basically says, you know, you sin, you go to hell for all eternity, forever. That means you're done. Like there's no escape. That's a lot longer than 100 million years. That's a lot longer. Eternity. So anyway, not the strictest. We got Hydrangea Fox. Is this one new? Hold on. This one new? Got Distract. Distract again. Oh, this is cute. This is definitely an outfit I can see myself wearing. It's new? Alright, let me give you a refund then. Random Fox. I have so many things. Yeah, they were running out of new ones. Alright, moving on. And just so you know, you have already accrued 200 million extra years. Hydrangea Fox. What's 5 they started with? That's 700 million years of torment. Sure, what's another 200 million, give or take? Here, let me, I'll put it up again for you. So it's got interesting. Oh, I can't do it for 5 seconds. Come on, can I redeem it? Do I have to wait? Do I have to close it and wait? There we go. There you go. Hydrangea Fox B? Wait, this is Hydrangea Fox B. That implies the existence of a Hydrangea Fox A, unless I do a typo. Never underestimate my ability to make typos. What's the big deal to me? Maybe I gotta mix up with something. I keep saying that the witness was there at the inner sanctum. I can't prove it. Problem is, how am I going to do that? Wasn't inner sanctum. I wasn't at the inner sanctum. I was never at the inner sanctum, I tell ya.
Hold it!
Delric! Sorry, are you trying? Like, are you just like trying to wind me up? Is that what you're doing? I swear you're trying to make me angry. Zarek, just, I don't know, I'm holding this knife, but it's like plastic, and I'm gonna cut myself with it because I can't do that though. I'm not supposed to cut myself, okay? No cutting myself. I'm trying to tap it up. Jesus, Alec. What am I gonna do with you? Okay. Are you sure you weren't there? I'm sure it was you're deeply skeptical. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, are you all lawyers like this? Always like this? Most certainly. They always try to pin crimes on innocent witnesses without any proof whatsoever. They're no better than bacteria or viruses. Yikes. You mean he's contagious? He's gonna give me lawyeritis. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. Ooh, that was a close one. Alright, he's eating lizards. I was there seeing the crime when I wasn't even there. How much I'm sure of, even with the fuzzy memory.
Hold it!
You said your memory was fuzzy. I sure did. What's the big deal? Tell you what. This morning is very credible if you remember the Vince is fuzzy. Oh, no worries there. Your memory may be fuzzy, but I'm very clear on one thing. Here we go again. You asked me whether or not I remember what I did that night. I say I do. In short, you're confident that your testimony is true. Is that correct, Mr. Emus? The one from yesterday, too? I don't remember. I'll have to go back to the VOD and find it. Zach, guess you don't get to be a judge for nothing. So in closing, I can clearly say that I was totally not there. Can you put a note in the chat to remind me to go back and check? It would have been impossible to get there in the first place.
Hold it!
Huh, I wonder if it really was impossible for you to get there into Inner Sanctum. If you have something to say, just say it. Could there have been another way to get to there? A way that wouldn't attract attention? No, there isn't. Ah, yes, Oracle Fox. We did see Oracle Fox recently, which means there is. That's Vince would share its theory with us. I'm gonna have a wild guess, let alone the theory, though. How to react to reaching my bag of bluffs. See Inner Sanctum without attracting any attention. Fell from the sky. He fell from the sky. Arr! Lawyer thinks he's a comedian now. I was wondering what crazy theory you would propose next. Well, defense? Let's hear it. Seamus could have parachuted down. We already know the weather was clear, and there was no wind to speak of. Perfect weather for skydiving, I'd say. Now that you have been back to no corner, your delusions grow ever more delusional. Take yourself a tiny ledge upon a sheer cliff over. Is that the prison? There's a tiny ledge upon a sheer cliff over 2,000 meters tall. Swim a step, and the skydiver will soon find himself in the Twilight Realm. He's from the prison. He's the prisoner. Yeah, I don't care how still the wind was. Even I couldn't have made that jump. Wait, what's this building on top of the Stinker Mountain? That's the Royal Penitentiary number 4. It is the prison! I'm getting rid of this knife before I cut myself. It's a plastic knife, but I'm gonna cut myself. And then people are gonna be mad at me. Alright, Princess Wraith mentioned there was a prisoner up there. How do you get your prisoners up there, anyway? By helicopter. The only one with authorization from the Minister of Justice. He's the only one who can approve flights of the pass through the Inner Sanctum. And also add defense that no parachute or any other equipment necessary for skydiving have been found. You say I flew down there by flapping my arms? Even incredible Duke, even I'm not capable of that. Well, please add that statement to your testimony, Mr. Emus. Not like I can fly through the air either.
Hold it!
You don't need to fly through your arms if you had some gear. As I've already stated, nothing of the sort was found in or around the scene of the crime. Har 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 har. I should see some of that so-called gear you're talking about. I know. Is there really nothing like that in this Inner Sanctum? What if there's something that could have been used as a parachute? Should give the evidence another look. You claim the witnesses at the Inner Sanctum. Said claim shall remain, but a claim without any supporting evidence, Mr. Wright. You Yes, I realize that, Your Majesty. I can't find the exegesis. Guess I can always try to elicit some more testimony. I think we're good. We're not sure it's scary. I think we're just gonna skip pressing it. You know what? We'll push on it. Let's press on it. Now hold on. Lawyers aren't scary. You're saying I was at the inner sanctum, but I wasn't. Anyone who treated a famous man like that is scary in my book. Lawyers are scary. Lawyers are scary. It's a setup. It's definitely a setup. I'm not trying to set anyone up. I'm going to provide evidence and explain exactly how it was done. Gary speaks true. I know the depth of lawyer's sin and the poverty of his virtue. Maybe some bad apples, but we're not all like that, you know. Don't worry, Nick. I'll still root for you, no matter how morally bankrupt you become. Thanks a bunch, Maya. Har 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 har. Seamus wasn't at the inner sanctum. Or more precisely, couldn't get there. I don't see a way out of this. Yeah, these kinds of debates only get worse if you argue them the wrong way. I have to pry some conclusive testimony out of them, and then press in some evidence. Like you're trying to catch frogs from a pond. If you got a grip on one, you better hold on tight. Or right, something like that. Alright.
Objection!
Seamus is right. He couldn't have skydived down there without any gear. Well, now, finally come around, have ya? Now I see that couldn't have possibly been there at the inner sanctum. Right. If you didn't have any gear, that is. Well, what on earth are you talking about? That overreaction is a decade away that I'm on the right track. Take a look at this piece of evidence. I can't talk. Those are prayer flags. I can't talk. Prayer flags? They're not bombs. Those are prayer flags, are they not? Yes, they have been sewn together. Okay, one big banner. A banner that could also function like a parachute. Hokunka! People of Parain are so used to seeing prayer flags. At least they need to think twice about those flags during their investigation. No, this cannot be. The witness landed at the inner sanctum by using these prayer flags in a parachute. Is that not right, Mr. Emus? There's no way out. I'm shrouded. Mr. Emus? All this talk's jogged my memory. I guess I was there at the inner sanctum after all. Grrr. As I suspected, there were 3 people there that night. You did, Nick? No, there's 4. He wasn't the one that did it. You weren't wrong after all. Oh, thanks. Mr. Emus, you were the only one disguised Lady Kira that night, weren't you? What? No way, no how. It's like this. Oh yeah. I was only there at the inner sanctum by accident. Accident? Exactly. That thing's not a parachute. It's a homemade paraglider. A paraglider? Are you telling me you could fly using that patchwork mess from material? It may not look like much, but it's as straight as it can be. Or with the wind like an eagle going higher and higher from my earthly launching point. Something happens that forced me to land in the inner sanctum. You just happened to land there? You expect me to believe that? Now, please calm yourself, Mr. Wright. However, the fact that the witness was at this inner sanctum is crucial testimony, indeed. And it certainly warrants further explication. Okay, maybe that's a word. I don't know. Is it a word? I don't get bogged down in little details. It is a word. The process of analyzing and developing an idea or principle in detail. Okay. If let's continue with more testimony. Alright, round 3. This has got to be the final one, right? Hopefully we get some of our lives back at some point. Oh, it's the inner sanctum. I was enjoying a trek through the night sky with my homemade paraglider. Just as Mount Pony was drawing near, something terrible happened. Accident forced me to make an emergency landing at the inner sanctum. As I landed, I banged my head, caused me to lose my memory. So you see, I ended up at the inner sanctum purely by accident. Seamus, you failed to mention any of this during your pre-trial questioning. Can't be helped. I'm just remembering it now. Any such slip-tried testimony will be cast into the hell of hangnails. We shall have hangnails grown and ripped out for 800 million years. Well, sounds awful. Hoo-ha! I think I'll pass on that. Just like that caught Prosecutor Sadmati off guard. This is my chance to rip his case to shreds. By the evening, I was enjoying a trek through the night sky with my homemade paraglider.
Hold it!
You're enjoying a trek through the night sky with your homemade paraglider. You didn't go to pray? A Valkyrienist like me can pray anywhere, even while flying through the sky. I don't recommend you try it. You're bound to end up dead. Har 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 har. A paraglider? I didn't see anything like that. That's because of the ritual curtain. Blocked your view. She's even majestically soaring between the mountains. Really? What do you think, Nick? Don't ask me. Har har har. I was really enjoying the flight. At first, anyway. But just as now Pony Pony was drawing near, something terrible happened.
Hold it!
What happened? Something terrible happened? Exactly. When I say terrible, I mean terrible. What? Was there something unexpected near Mount Pony Pony? What was it again? Wait, you don't remember? Let's just say it was terrible. An accident forced me to make an emergency landing at the Inner Sanctum.
Hold it!
What exactly was this accident you had? Good question. Now, what was it again? Wind? Oh yeah, it was the wind. Not just any wind, but a sudden gale force wind. Made me lose control. It was strong enough to make you lose control? You got that right. Okay then, please add your testimony. Gale force winds came out of nowhere, so I made an emergency landing at the Sanctum.
Hold it!
Had the wind been blowing the whole time around the mountains? Yep, just the right amount of wind for paragliding. That sudden gale force wind was a real shocker. I see. Maybe some wind had been blowing until then. Right. A paraglid's not much use without a decent wind. As I landed, I banged my head, caused me to lose my memory.
Hold it!
Where in the Inner Sanctum did you land? That's easy. Where the paraglider ended up. Guess that makes sense. So outside the ritual curtain, on the side of where the moonlight shadows were cast. Right as I landed, I hit my head on a rock. I lost both my consciousness and my memory. Har 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 har. Something's seriously wrong with this guy. I'll say. So you see, I ended up in the Inner Sanctum purely by accident.
Hold it!
You're lucky to be alive after an accident like that. Yeah, I'm just a lucky kind of guy. Sounds like these that separate the men from the boys. I'd say you're incredibly lucky. Almost miraculously so. If you got something to say, just say it. Alright, Mr. Emus? It wasn't an accident, was it? You landed at the Inner Sanctum on purpose. Oh, what the? No, it was an accident, I'm telling you. You don't have any proof. Just stop making things up about me. It was like a moving target. Hey, Nick? Time for some evidence. You know, grab by the scruff of his neck. One thing at a time, Maya. First, I have to find its consistency. Where is it? There's constantly changing testimony. There are bound to be discrepancies in other issues. Alright, let's save again because we're kind of making a little bit of a guess here. Calm, clear skies.
Objection!
Calm, clear skies. You have a saying in my country, Mr. Emus. From one lie spouts another. Huh? What's that supposed to mean? It means someone caught lying will lie again in an attempt to conceal their first lie. In other words, this current testimony is just a blatant lie you're telling to cover your tracks. What'd you say? You claim gale force winds caused you to lose control. This newspaper has the weather report for the day of the murder. It says, your air around the Inner Sanctum will enjoy calm, clear skies today. Polkunka! I do believe it does say that. One lie spouts another. That makes sense, but it's really saying back home. I've never heard of it. Yeah, I kind of made that one up. For real? Your Majesty, witness's testimony contains another flaw, one that's even more fatal to his cause. More fatal, you say? This will explain himself at once. Seamus claims he was flying up around the inner sanctum with his paraglider. But it would have been impossible to get all the way up there without any wind. Well, yes, I believe you're right. We know the witness was at the inner sanctum, so... Seamus, how'd you get there? And from where? I know where. Without any wind, he couldn't have flown up there from the bottom of the mountain. The process of elimination. Well, it's trying point that makes any sense is... Majesty, I believe I have the answer to your question. This inner sanctum, Mr. Amos must have launched himself from here. Boop, 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 boop.
Take that!
If they say no, he actually launched himself from that tower or the wall or something, I'm gonna lose it. Hoo-ha, are you insane? That's where he came from? If you're gonna have to come from below, the only other option is from above. So you see, Anonymous came down from Royal Penitentiary number 4. From there, he could easily reach the inner sanctum by parachute. That means he might have also killed the High Priest. What? Seamus, were you the third party at the inner sanctum? I don't think he was. I think there was another person there. And the one behind the warning to halt the right the victim received? Did you even saw in his final memory? Are you the rebel hunter, Lady Kira? No, he's a rebel. Hoo-ha! He's a rebel. Hey, Miss Prosecutor, sir, help me out here. You did. You finally left him speechless. Oh, come on, Mr. Prosecutor, man. Quiet. You fool. You should use this time to prepare yourself for what is to come. For a fate far worse than hanging hell awaits you now. Well done, defense. I must concede this point to you. The witness did, in fact, descend to the inner sanctum from Royal Penitentiary number 4. Huh? He didn't even put up a fight this time. That's awfully generous of him. If you're as perceptive as you seem, then surely you've already figured out the riddle. The riddle of Anonymous's true identity. His true identity? Not sure I know quite yet, but I guess I'll have to answer with something. It would seem I'm the only one still in the dark here. Would events care to enlighten me? Who is this man we've been calling Anonymous? His true identity is... That's our ball. Sweet him. Oh, well, now do you realize the truth? Well, please do share with us your belated insight. What's wrong, Nick? Why are you holding back? Because this isn't going to be very helpful to our case. Really? Are you sure? Unfortunately, I've got no other choice. That scruffy beard and shaggy mane clearly threw me off. It's all becoming clear now. The nighttime base jump from the mountaintop prison? Who's landing at the inner sanctum using only a homemade parachute? Only a paratrooper, or more precisely, a former paratrooper could have pulled that off. This witness is Daz Arbal, prison escapee and key member of Dirk's rebel group. What? Gaha! If something smells, it must be the butts. This is an escaped prisoner? Precisely. Police have been scouring every corner of the city to no avail. Meanwhile, here he was under our nose the entire time. Hoo-ha! Alright. Didn't think you would see through my clever disguise. Alright, we're gonna go brush. I tried to put off as long as I could. I'm gonna go brush. I'll be back. Right back, okay? 3 minutes. Okay, I'm back. At least your internet issues didn't make you drive 30 miles for no reason across town. That distance gets bigger every time I tell it. Alright, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're back. Okay. This is a clever disguise. Check my posture. Heh heh heh. The witness's shroud is not all that's been shattered. Is it? Defense. Boy, do I hate this guy. Please recall the defense's own words. Whoever said it clearly meant to threaten the high priest. Whoever said, do not perform the rite. The rite went on as scheduled. I believe this is why the high priest was murdered. So it said the letter. My purse was something to hide. The rebel hunter disguised as Lady Kira herself. Maybe the real killer was the rebel hunter disguised as Lady Kira. And what's your point? Prisoner didn't escape in time. What if the witness's true identity? You sure I was looking at the trailer today? My paratrooper, more precisely, a former paratrooper, could have pulled that off. This witness is Dotson Arbel, prison escapee and key member of Dirk's rebel group. Gasp, oh no! He is a rebel and an escaped prisoner. He cannot possibly have been Lady Kira, mortal enemy of the rebels. No! You're watching the wrong fox? Now perhaps witness will enlighten us to the truth. After all, he has yet to refute any of this. Hoo-ha! You got me. I'm the razor-sharp fangs of defiant dragons. So you're gonna trim his hair? That's our ball. That's our ball? Oh. When'd you get your memory back? Sarah, don't worry about it. Don't stress it, okay? Around the time you guys were talking about there being no wind. You gotta give me credit for making up all that testimony off the top of my head. I better tell us the truth now? Well, sure, I parachute down to their sanctum. I banged my head on impact and ended up unconscious outside the ritual curtain. In short, all my witness testimony was a big fat lie. Big fat lie? Oh, by the way, long time no see. Beauty? Wait, they know each other? Your Majesty? This filthy rebel belongs in jail cell. Oh yes, of course. There, seize him at once. Seems you really have forgotten the will of the dragon, huh, Beauty? But I haven't, and no dogs of the Grand Regime are gonna lay a finger on me. Alley-oop! That was a weird movement. Deploy all available resources. I want all units placed on high alert. You can always do it Thursday when there's no stream. Escape prisoner. Escaped again. His force has been placed on high alert. He will be caught before long. Escape prisoner who's escaped the law, again after giving a ton of false testimony? Talk about a troublemaker. Really pulled a number on all of us. What's that point on all of that, anyway? Well, I can't help but feel the entire episode was an enormous waste of time. Your Majesty. Perhaps it's not as great of a waste as you might believe. What makes you say that, Prosecutor Fatbody? That's our belt dropped something as he made escape from these halls. Ooh, that scrap of paper looks awfully familiar. These may be direct orders from Dirk. From Dirk? Rebel leader? Oh, but we only have a small corner of it. Wait, I remember now. Your Majesty, I've seen that scrap paper before. You have? Scrap paper Dr. Arbel dropped it as part of this. How fortunate that the blood got on the other half of it. And this? I found it scene of the crime. It appears to be a copy of the order that Mr. Arbel dropped. Put the two together, we should be able to read what the order says. How convenient! It perfectly matches the bloodstain. Oh my, just what to say, Mr. Wright. I can't read Koreanese. Ah, Prosecutor Sadmani, if you please. Ignorant lawyer has not bothered to learn our language. Very well then. Why is he reading from that? Shouldn't he be reading from the scrap of paper? I don't understand. Well, what does it say? Using lamp lights as the landmark, he was to parachute down to the inner sanctum. On the rite's completion, he was to don Lady Kira's robes and make his escape. What? That's how he's escaped from prison? If I were to assume that Mr. Arbel is the one who killed the High Priest, maybe it was because Abba and me tried to thwart his escape plan. Oh, foul lawyer. I'm afraid this is simply ludicrous. Huh? But I didn't say anything. Did you just read my mind? I know how your putrid mind works. Unfortunately for you, however, now that the rebel's escape plan has been revealed, it is clear that Dazar Arbel is not the High Priest killer. How can you be so sure? If only you would use that putrid brain of yours every once in a while. Dazar Arbel's plan could not have worked without the help of a certain individual. Well, what do you mean? I'm speaking of Abbott and me, of course. Had Dazar Arbel simply donned Lady Kira's robes and made the escape alone, he would have been far too conspicuous. But were he by the High Priest's side, faithful citizens paying in the plaza would have had no cause to suspect anything. It's therefore unthinkable that Dazar Arbel was the High Priest's killer. Ah! So then you're saying High Priest was a... Oh, I cannot bear to say it. I'm afraid it is so. He numbered among the rebels who threaten our kingdom. Oh, now he's a rebel. Oh, when we said it, it was, oh, we were the worst thing ever. When he says it, oh, okay, makes sense. How could this be? The High Priest? A rebel? There must be some kind of mistake. Let it go, and move on. Accept the truth is the only way. And that goes double for you, Defense. Cease your futile battle now. And why should I? Because I will now put the final nail in the coffin of the accused. Now that we've eliminated Dazar Arbel from our list of suspects, there's only one person that still remains, the accused, Maya Fey.
Hold it!
Hold it right there. Aren't you forgetting something important? Something important? Please to explain, Defense. We can't end this trial without looking into... I gotta save. Because... there's a lot of options that look good here. The arrow. What about the arrow that's fired in the High Priest's house? Actually, we need the weapon too, probably. Simply means to deliver the warning letter to the victim. That's more or less the same conclusion we came to yesterday. I guess you're right. Oh? And this should be just about right as well. Right. Like I said, there's a lot of options that look good here. Murder weapon. We don't know where the murder weapon went. What about the murder weapon? We haven't found it yet. What does it matter if it has been found or not? The fact remains that the victim was killed with it by that accused. I also see how that would be important, Mr. Wright. This, however, wow. I mean, yeah. Not about the true identity of Lady Kira we saw in the seance vision. That wasn't Dazar Arbel, then who was it?
Objection!
The matter's already been resolved. It has? What's he talking about? This is haven't maintained from the start. There was no third party in the seance vision.
Objection!
There was another Lady Kira there besides Maya Fey, but no one saw her. What the? I can't do my finger point. Her. Yarg! It's time to let it go and move on. Your fate's already been sealed, much like your arm. Sorry, seems fair. So I simply want you to consider what the victim and the accused were at the time. The victim was near the spring with his back to the accused. What would he see ahead? Besides the water itself, there was nothing but the Warbat statue. Precisely. The big hero we saw in the seance is the war bad statue draped in her sacred robes. No way! The accused wanted the false lady Kira to appear in the seance vision. Or she came from behind and stabbed the victim with a dagger in her reverse grip. Why would the accused want to do something like that to create a false lady Kira? Show it to the victim as he was being slain. What reason would the accused have to fool the victim she was about to kill? It's not the victim she was trying to fool. It was this very court itself. Come again? Suspicion would not fall on the accused if it looked as if another lady Kira was there. The defense was foolish enough to fall for it and claim it was third party in disguise. Are you saying... I am. It was all a cleverly wicked scheme, perpetrated by the accused. A scheme in which she sought to use the seance vision to mislead us. This can't be happening. What face you're making, Defense. I'm surprised you're taking it so hard. After all, did I not clearly state a while back that you were chasing after naught but a deluded fantasy? Something has occurred to me, you see. And your allegation of a third party are but a deluded fantasy. Tell me you knew this as how it would turn out all this way back then? Are you just waiting for the most effective moment to spring it on me? Do you understand now? I've had you dancing in the palm of my hand this entire time. It can't be. It's an outrage. You took our royal piece of sacred divination seance? You used to commit this most foul and despicable murder? No, I did nothing of the sort. Maya, Nick, it's not true. I didn't.
Objection.
Cease this ugly display. Your fate is sealed now that the facts have been exposed. Majesty, time has come to convict this criminal who only seeks to taint the sacred hall. Indeed. It seems this trial is over.
Hold it!
Is Vince supposed to offer up yet another counter-argument or something? The accused is not the killer. And here's why. Now what do? I got nothing. It would appear that the defense has run out of arguments to make. I'm not for sure the rebel is the killer. One person with a possible motive, one dressed as Lady Kira, has vanished. I got nothing to use against Prosecutor Sadmati's argument. Damn, I can't lose now. Not like this. No, then, I shall now render my verdict. Arrow! From out of nowhere! But wait. Please wait. I'm begging you. It's time to let it go, and move on. This trial need not be drawn out any longer. This has failed to counter the charge filed by the prosecution. In accordance with law, I invoke the defense culpability acting against defense. Now then. The court finds the accused, Maya Fey, and the defense Phoenix Wright. Ah! If only we could save time and just going straight there. Is it actually over? Your Majesty, please forgive the interruption, but... Ah! Where do you keep getting all these Legos? What is the meaning of this? A body has been found. In the Plaza of Devotion, Your Majesty. What's this? Body? What happened now? They found this sticking out of the victim. Well, why, that's Lady Kira's war dagger. Lady Kira, she has returned from Twilight Realm once more. She has come to defeat the rebels. Peace. Well, it seems the dagger that was once lost has now been found. And one more thing to report, Prosecutor Sadmati. Yes? This dagger. It bears the fingerprints of Maya Fey on it. But what? But how would Maya's prints be on it? I cannot believe it, yet it must be true. Something the matter, Prosecutor Sadmati? This trial has run its course, and the accused's guilt has been firmly established. However, it would seem that the defense was right about one thing. What was? The claimed the murder at the inner sanctum had been carried out by the rebel hunter masquerading as Lady Kira. They say something to that effect, but what of it? That's your son, Madi? Are you suggesting what I think you are? I believe the true identity of the rebel hunter who has been masquerading as Lady Kira. None of the accused, Miss Maya Fey. What? Me? What? When? I don't remember that. Realize how shocking this must seem. Looking back, however, I now realize there was much that pointed to this fact. They were trying to distract me. I'm on Lady Kira was first sighted about 2 years ago. The accused first came to our kingdom 2 years ago as well. Well, at the time matches perfectly. But there's more. That warning letter was found in the High Priest's bedroom 3 days before the riot. Despite his house being locked up tight that night.
Objection!
How does that prove anything?
Objection!
It's difficult to believe an intruder could have found a way to enter such a secure house. However, accused was known to come and go freely there. Mainly prepare for the purification rite. Ah. Having him as a reported figure within a ton of duties, including training acolytes. He's really kind even to a foreigner like me. He invited me over to his house whenever I was between training sessions. The accused could have easily left the house unlocked for herself without anyone noticing. No! If you assume that the accused was Lady Kira, that more than establishes her motive for killing the High Priest. His victim was secretly an insurgent, and from helping Dr. Arbol escape after all. Precisely, that made him a target of Lady Kira's wrath. And after killing the High Priest, she then unleashed her divine justice on another rebel. So it seems the scope of this case is expanded. We now have 2 murders perpetrated by Miss Maya Fey masquerading as Lady Kira. Miss Fey is indeed a serial killer. It would affect the severity of her punishment. By this, I believe the second murder must be investigated before we can proceed. As you wish, Your Majesty. Maya Fey, I hereby charge you with this second murder. May a defiled soul feel the weight of your sins. Your murder charge on top of a guilty verdict? Vince will live to see you one more day. Talk about hanging on by a thread. Come tomorrow, a far more terrible punishment awaits you. Ow! Hereby suspend these proceedings so that the second murder may be investigated. For the conclusion of this new investigation, this court is adjourned. I know. That's okay. I'll have to retire after this game anyway. As much as it's like the good stopping point, I can't stop here. We're already way behind. I'm already thinking we're not gonna finish this tomorrow. This case tomorrow. Temple. I'm getting warming. Why is it so hot? I need to be cooler. I mean, it's 65 outside right now. That's nice. It's gonna be back to 80 tomorrow, though. And 82 on Thursday? Holy crap. And then back in the mid-80s next weekend. What are we now? Holy crap, Zalek. 563. I think they by an hour actually found guilty. Yeah, I saw someone was telling me they saw like a 200 and something watch streak and they were impressed by that. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I've seen more than that. I need not be going on any longer. This has failed to counter the charge filed by the prosecution. That's almost like 2 years of streams. According to the law, I invoked the Defense Culpability Act against defense. And then the score finds the accused Maya Fey, the defense, Phoenix Wright, guilty. need a mint. We're almost out of water. It's not my favorite water I have. I also don't have my pill. I usually bring my sleeping pill. I didn't bring it. I was so busy trying to get ready. Mr. Wright. Albie. Saw the whole trial. What's going to happen to Miss Maya now? I'm worried about that, too. Right now. One more thing to report, Pastor Sanmati. Yes? Miss Dagger? There's fingerprints of Maya Fey on it. Right now, I need to focus on the next trial. Murder of Acolyte Zealot, right? This jury's still out on that one, so to speak. The murders are most likely connected. I get the problem of Acolyte Zealot's murder. Might give me the ammunition I need to overturn Maya's guilty verdict. Let me help you investigate. I want to assist you any way I can. I appreciate it, Albie, but we're talking about murder. If it's going to be hard for a foreigner to investigate this on his own. You have a point there. So I knew what to do. Huh? Is that your benevolence? Princess Rafa? Oh, it was you again. Death lawyer walking, guilty of abetting a murder under the Defense Culpability Act. Want to see she has lost state of her charm. Why the long face? I thought you'd be glad I was found guilty under the DC Act. I'm in no mood to take joy in your suffering. So I was unable to defeat you and had to leave the job to others. I failed in my sacred duty as a royal priestess. I guess that answers my question. I misunderstood the voice of the Minima yet again. This cannot be. You had one job to do. All I did was defend my client. I can't bear to see her looking so sad like this, though. Your benevolence. Your benevolence. Oh, Barbhead. I thought you had already begun your journey to the Twilight Realm. Not dead yet. I still have an investigation to do. For tomorrow's trial. What's this? Did you mean to say you have not given up yet? That's right. I'm going to prove Maya innocent tomorrow. But why? Why do you refuse to give up? I cannot fathom such obstinacy. Investigate all you want. I care not. You may not mind? Aren't you worried that a lawyer backed into a corner by the DC Act? Might do something desperate like forge evidence? What's this? If left unsupervised, I'd be free to do whatever I wanted, you know? Grrr! Okay, now to see if she takes the bait. Yes, I see your point. Barbhead? Yes? I know what happened yesterday. You perpetrated some sort of fraud or misdeed while I was not watching. Huh? That explains why I misunderstood the voice of the High Priest's soul. Yes, of course, that's the only explanation. I was just trying to cheer her up. Now she thinks even less of me. I must not allow you to sully her sacred hall with justice through misdeeds ever again. Therefore today, I will be monitoring your every move once more. I will not fail to spot your misdeeds this time. The moment I see anything out of the ordinary, I will send you straight to prison. And you, boy, do not throw your lot in with this foreign devil. But your benevolence. It's okay, Albie. You don't need to worry about me. I'll be back before you know it. First, I should probably lighten my load a bit. Albie, would you mind holding on to some evidence for me? Of course not. I'm always glad to help. Say evidence unloaded onto Albie. May the Holy Mother's blessing be upon you. Now then, scene of the crime is the logical place to start. If I recall correctly, the body was found at the Positive Devotion. Alright, Positive Devotion it is. Let's go. Looks like the police already finished their investigation. I think someone will be killed here. A place devoted to prayer. Body outline and flowers? Someone leave them here in memory of the deceased? when there's something different about prayer flags today. As the High Priest disciple, Acolyte Zealot was utterly devoted to his training. First the High Priest, now his devoted disciple. Maya Fey will pay for this. I keep trying to tell you, Maya has nothing to do with any of this. You can prove this? How? What do you think I'm doing here? Gathering dirt and dust for the trial? In your smart mouth. This is precisely why you and your lawyerly ilk are so reviled. Hey, Mr. Wright. Emma! It's that detective from your country again. Beep. It's the princess. You seem displeased that I am here. Oh, no. Don't be silly. Mr. Wright, I'm so sorry about what happened to Maya. Not your fault, Emma. You were just doing your job. I had just done mine. Mr. Wright, there's no use crying over spilled milk. Can you tell me what you know about the murder? It's do or die in court tomorrow, and I mean that literally. Gladly. I'll help you in any way I can. Remember, I have my eyes on both of you. So see to it that you covenant no misdeeds. Of course not. You're talking to a professional here. Let's see, how about starting with an overview of what happened? Sure. Victor's Praise Zealot. He was the High Priest's disciple. His body was discovered around noon today, right after the rite wrapped up. It's during the High Priest's murder trial. That's right. Apparently he had been here praying since the day before the rite even started. Talk about serious devotion. Yeah, it barely lasted a few minutes. This is a picture of Mr. Zealot's body. The dagger on his upper back looks like it would have been particularly painful. What's that tattoo on the back of his neck? It's peach-shaped. Everyone started leaving when the praying was finally done. But the victim remained bent over in prayer. They went over to check on him. They discovered he was dead, right? Yes. This estimated time of death is May 9th, somewhere between the start of the rite and the discovery of the High Priest's body. In other words, you believe the crime took place during the purification rite. And the murder weapon was the same ceremonial dagger that killed the High Priest. Oscar believes Maya came down the stairs after killing the High Priest and stabbed Mr. Zealot with the same dagger. Circumstantial evidence does point to Maya, but what about the cause of death? Perry died instantly from the dagger that was left thrust through his upper back. Here's the autopsy report. Estimated time of death, you say? How do you know such a thing? Alright, May 10th, 2 to 3 a.m. May 10th, 4 to 5 a.m. I want to know. Well, Barbhead? Out with it. Oh, so the princess is the spirit medium? Medium is interested in forensic science? Oh, I have no interest in science, forensic or otherwise. Nevertheless, I will someday be a queen. As such, it would be wise to know what silly things the common folk believe in. Kiss, there's nothing silly about it. How do you know even Prosecutor Tom Money holds forensics in high regard? Does he? I've actually not underestimated the power of science. Still, I suppose it's nothing much compared to the divination seance. She doesn't have an adorable bone in her body. And I think she's actually interested. Do you mind explaining it to her? I guess I have to now. Okay, there are many ways to estimate the time of death. Most well-known method uses the change in body temperature. Interesting. Body temperature drops at a steady rate from the moment a person dies. You can tell how long someone's been dead by measuring their temperature. I see. That's quite enlightening. Barbhead, present your forehead now. What? Why? You feel just a little over 95 degrees. Seems you're not dead yet. Of course I'm not. Haha, it was but a jest. After all, you're still the dead lawyer walking. I don't see the humor in any of this. Were there any witnesses? With so many people here, it's possible. I think somebody would have seen something. Think so, wouldn't you? We haven't found a single witness. How's that even possible? Because everyone was bent over, utterly devoted to prayer, naturally. Alright, backshot and pose that nearly killed me. Still, I think someone would have noticed something. I thought so too, but with the monk's scarf he had on, no one could see the dagger in his upper back. Because everyone was so absorbed in prayer that he didn't see or hear anything. Can't believe this. What you just believe is your choice, but the fact remains there were no witnesses. However, there's one irrefutable piece of evidence, the dagger. Sadly, yes. Arg. Can you tell me about the murder weapon? Kira used the Warbat dagger, the legendary weapon of Lady Kira. It was discovered impaled in the victim's upper back. The accused's fingerprints were found on the dagger, were they not? Yeah, yes, they were. With such irrefutable evidence, there's no question the accused's guilt. Not so fast, without a motive. I had no reason to kill Acolyte Zealot. What do the police think about this matter? I had no reason to kill Acolyte Zealot. So you say, let's now hear what the police think about the murder matter. Police believe Maya is the Lady Kira, figure who's been battling with the rebels. Since Mr. Zealot was the disciple of the High Priest who turned out to be a rebel, he too was likely a rebel, and therefore met the same untimely demise as his teacher. Yes, that is how the police currently view this crime. There's no way Maya is that Lady Kira goes to ID. I agree on a personal level, but the police are just going with what this day's trial concluded. Urgh! And we blew it in court today. Let's look around. Acolyte Zealot died bent over in prayer. There's no trace of blood on the ground, though. I think there's no total bleeding could mean it was a single stab at a vital point. I thought that would have been very difficult, considering the position he was in. These flowers left here in memory of Acolyte Zealot. What are they called? They're known as Namada, and they are given to express sorrow when a life is lost. It seems offering flowers in memory of the dead is a universal practice. Obviously, these are called prayer flags. The prayers written on them are carried through the kingdom by the wind. I gotta sneeze. Oh, good sneeze, good sneeze. Alright. Now, if I were to pray for something, maybe for me to not get dragged into any more trouble than I already have been. Kinda late for that. I think I would witness a lawyer being allowed to pass through this sacred gate. Yeah, well, I wouldn't unless I had to. Those stairs are brutal to climb. What's this? Do you know how many monks would give their lives to pass through that gate? Be thankful for the great honor you've been afforded. Yes, your benevolence. This prayer flag looks much newer than the rest. Your benevolence? What does it say on here? Dearest wishes of our subjects are written upon these prayer flags. Nothing for the pets. Reading the prayers of others is considered rude. But you must know. It says, at the usual spot, bring grub. The key to. That is one of the more direct and practical prayers I've ever seen. I wonder if it's even a prayer. Acolyte Zealot was killed in a prayer pose. With his head bent over like that, the last thing he saw must have been this rug. This prayer rug rolled by devout monks. And the Holy Mother's blessing be upon his departed soul. It's strange there are no bloodstains, though. Perhaps it's so cold his blood froze. Perhaps it's absorbed by his vestment. It is pretty cold. Maybe the blood really did just freeze inside his body. Okay, that message on the prayer flag seems a little weird, but I think I've seen everything there is to see around here. You have neither found or heard anything of particular worth. Are you ready to give up? No, I'm not calling it quits yet. Does it look like you have anything hope of winning, Mr. Wright? Emma, I can't really say at this point. All I know is I have to keep investigating. What are you two sneaks up to? I would advise you to get back to work if you are done here, Detective. Otherwise, I will report you to Prosecutor Zanmati for dereliction of duty. I'm going. Well, I'll see you later, Mr. Wright, and good luck. I should pay a visit to everyone in every place connected with the case. Alright. Do you think there's any reason to climb up to the top? Nope. 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 Alright, now we're making progress. I went everywhere. Hello? I'm sorry to bother you again, but... Oh, it's you. Barbhead. You're not contemplating casting suspicion upon Lady, but believe, are you? She lost your beloved husband. Now act like Zealot, who's like a son to her. Of course I'm not. But since she was so close to both victims, I wanted to hear what she has to say. Very well. And there's the fact that Lady Kira didn't attack Miss Inmee. That probably means she isn't a rebel. This is about poor Puree? I'm sorry, but I don't think I can talk about that right now. But what about Maya? She's innocent. Maya? Heard she was found guilty. First my dear husband, now Puree? Simi, you don't really believe that Maya's the killer, do you? I don't know. That was the verdict. So what else can I believe? What am I to do? Verdicts are reached in your husband's case, but the truth of the matter is yet to be found. I can be so sure. Because I believe that Maya is innocent. That's all I have right now. My faith in her. So please help me understand what happened. So you're defending her based on solely on faith? Even though you'll be punished for abetting the accused? That's right. Alright then. Your faith has moved me. I'll tell you what I can. Are you sure about this, Lady Believe? My lovely wife's also a devout follower of Koreanism. As such, she's not one to make light of another's faith. If I find you have lied about your faith in my faith's innocence, I shall curse your entire family and all your disciples for the next 8 generations. Hey, leave Athena and Apollo alone, buddy. How did Acolyte Zealot end up living here as your husband's disciple? About 2 years ago, while my husband was at a spiritual retreat in the mountains, he came across gray clouds on the ground. That's who brought him here. Wait, how long did he say? Hold on. How long did she say? 2 years ago! I always want to help those in need, weren't you, dear? And you've been living here ever since. About 2 years ago. That's around the same time as Maya arrived in Korean. Yes, he was born in a poor village and had nowhere to call home. My husband felt pity for the boy, so he took him in as a disciple. Not only as a disciple, he was like a member of our family, too. I see. This is where Acolyte Zealot lived. There might be something I could learn about him lying around here. A magnificent altar. Of course it's magnificent. It is for the Holy Mother, after all. Holy Mother, is she that faceless figure there? So Jinseless, how do you not know how do you not know who Her Holiness is on sight? Do you seek to cross over into the Twilight Realm right this instant? Sorry, it won't happen again. This is why lawyers are so despised. Not so well. Speaking of Her Holiness's face is the greatest taboo in all of Koreanism. There are none alive today who know what her face really looks like. That includes the members of the royal family. Oh, now there's an unusual custom. Gotta be one heck of a secret. Even the royal family can't know it, what she looks like. It's the queen and her husband, the Justice Minister of Crane. Yes, my mother and my father. What do you think? Do they not possess an awe-inspiring air? Terrifying is more the word I would use. Well, yes, they are very awe-inspiring. Photo of the High Priest, his wife, Acolyte Zealot, and Maya. She was a Steel Samurai fan? She's my sentence. It must have been taken the day before the right. Sesame me about it. I think that this would be their final family photo. And no good Maya Fey is some nerve. I mean, here she is posing with the two men whom she would soon kill. If I could differ, I see this photo as proof that she did kill them. That smile of hers does not fool me. I sense a deep and abiding malice behind it. I prove my smile is the real deal. Barthead, it appears you're quite fond of rummaging through the garbage. I thought there might be something other important piece of evidence in here. Oh, is that right? Look, I'm not doing this for fun. Really. Doesn't look like there's anything else of interest in there. Alright. Yeah, we don't present to people very often. That's kind of a rare thing in this game. Can I ask you about this photo? You're taking her to the Feast of Blessings. Hydrate, you got it. I'm running low on water, though. It's taken during the Feast of Blessings the day before the rite was held. I guess I can finish off the water I have at some point and get a little bit more to take my last pill. And make sure I took all my other pills. Feast of Blessings? I take so many pills now. It's ridiculous. I take a vitamin, I take an allergy pill, I take biotin now to grow my hair faster. I take a sleepy pill. And I take 2 medicines now for the doctor to help me out. Because the one was making me have leg cramps, and so she reduced the dosage, put the other one in. It's nuts. And I take them like twice a day, plus the night pills. So that's like 3 different times a day I'm taking pills. Feast of Blessings. Would you mind telling me a little more about it? So I was taken near the Feast of Blessings. Feast of Blessings. Yes, there's food to eat during the days of the rites, so the day before is performed. We enjoy dishes full of ginkgo, an herb known to strengthen the body and mind. You love the ginkgo-based dishes I make, didn't you, dear? Ginkgo, I heard you can go 3 days without sleeping after eating some. Yes, but we foreigners don't care for it because of its strong smell. Our customers say these dishes can only be eaten the day before the purification rite. Only between noon and 3 p.m. It's pretty specific. Because the smell is too strong? A very good guess, indeed. It's to ensure the smell is gone by the time Lady Kira is welcome to the next day. Is it really that strong? I think of it even before the murder. Aroma odors all over town. It's like a cross between garlic and mint. And the Feast of Blessings, Perry went over the closet bringing a supplication. Never thought that would be the last time I would see him. What was Maya doing at the time? Shortly after Perry left, she went to the temple to prepare for the rite. I don't know what she did after that. Dr. Itzel went out to pray the afternoon before the rite. According to the newspaper, when the day before the rite, the plaza was so cold the whole place had iced over. Perry always played a lot, far more than anyone I've ever known. He was a devout young man whose faith was twice as strong as others. I don't know why, but that's kind of intimidating to me. I thought I had made such progress by now. I haven't come across any particular insightful information. Even here. Where's her watch? You seem disappointed. Excuse me, is there anything else you could tell me? Forgive me, but if I keep thinking about those two any longer... Barbed. Yes, I understand. Do you think she's the killer? Thank you for your help. I'm sorry to have troubled you. At least she found out her husband was a rebel and killed him as Lady Kira. Was she the Lady Kira? But no, it makes more sense than the guy was. Sorry to trouble you. We paid a visit to all of the people and places connected with this case. I think it's about time you prepared yourself for the inevitable. Don't you? I got mine now, though. Progress. Maya sure looks tired. I'm so sorry, Maya. I failed to defend you during that trial earlier today. I'm sorry too, Nick. I never meant to get caught up in this whole mess. Even worse, I got you caught up in it, too. And you were convicted under that stupid law. Nick, you should be able to withdraw from this case. Maybe even commit your sentence if you do. I can never abandon you like that. You might not believe in me, but I'm going to pull off a win somehow. It's not like I don't believe you. Believing you is just... Don't worry, maybe this extra day in court is a blessing from the Holy Mother. Let's use it to our advantage. We'll turn this case trial inside out and upside down. You'll see. Oh, okay. You're awfully quiet, Your Benevolence. It's only a matter of time until your executions are carried out. I simply thought I would allow you to do a good talk before you depart from this world. But we're not giving up yet, and we won't till the bitter end. There's no need to put on a brave face. Your fates were sealed with today's verdict. Worry not of my fate. The Twilight Realm will cleanse the taint from that neophyte practitioner's soul. And perhaps the Holy Mother may finally forgive her. Wait, is that her attempt at comforting me? Okay, further resistance shall come to naught. Stop your desperate struggle. Accept the judgment that has been passed upon you. Travis doesn't know me very well. And perhaps your sentence will be commuted. And hold it right there, Your Benevolence. Why do you always have to be like that? Oh my, what are you? Well, what is the matter? I'm simply showing some mercy upon your souls. Nick is using his life to defend me. And that's why I told you it will come to... No, it won't. Nick is just doing what lawyers are supposed to do. He's defending his client, no matter what. Enough, there's no place for lawyers in this Hall of Justice. We have the divination seance. Your insights were wrong. Twice. Oh boy, that's gonna hurt. Don't you get it? Errors are bound to happen if your insights are accepted without question. So ask you, Royal Priestess, what is your true duty? Do the victim souls of the Holy Mother herself wish you to judge people in error? Oh, you dare bring her Holiness's name into this? And you know nothing, you phony blony? Please, you two, enough already. Sorry, Nick, I got a little carried away. That's not really like me, huh? Ahaha. That's more like me, get carried away talking about random crap. Now I should be thanking you, Maya. It's good to have you in my corner. How dare you mock me so? You will not get away with this. I was a fool to show you compassion, and to think I could convince you to accept your fate. So struggle all you want in the Hall of Justice. See, why did that actually make the bell sound? Struggle all you want in the Hall of Justice tomorrow. You receive your just deserts, as the scorn of our kingdom is heaped upon you. I can see straight through that contorted smile on your face, you know. So she may say these terrible things. That's just the way she was raised, I guess. That's a poor excuse for anything. You trying to remember what happened one more time? I've been trying to as hard as I can. I can't remember anything from the middle of the right onward. Alright, so I felt sleepy. And everything after that's blank. Even so, I didn't kill anyone. I'm not the one going around dressed as Lady Kira. Although it's kind of cool to think there's a mysterious female vigilante out there. Alright. You're close to act like Zealot? I met several times during the meetings about the right. But I didn't know him very well. He seemed pretty quiet. Did you eat together the day before the rite? Yeah, we ate this one supper, super secret dish, but it was actually really good. I wasn't sure I'd like it, but it was love at first bite. Like, you know how the salty noodles at Eldon's Noodles? It's like if you added garlic and herbs to that, and then let it simmer for a really long time. That sounds pretty good. Something like a hot pot and ramen to me at that point. So I now miss ramen too. So what was Acolyte Zelt like while you were eating? He seemed to be enjoying the food. As soon as we were done, he left to go pray. What'd you do? I returned to the temple to prepare for the rite. That coincides with Misumi's description of events. The idea who might be pretending to be Lady Kira? When the rite started, it was just me and Abbot Inmi. But Sam's vision showed a third figure who looked like Lady Kira. I know. Hi. Lady Kira, I wish I could have seen her in flesh. Yeah, let's take focus on the case, shall we? It's supposed to have been impossible for a third party to enter the inner sanctum. But what if she came from the sky? You know, like that bushy-bearded paratrooper. That mountain would have been no match for Lady Kira's wings. That's from the Plume Punisher TV show, right? How'd you know? Because Lady Kira doesn't have wings. Oh, got it this time. Especially a secret room with a secret door to the inner sanctum. Do you know there are 88 secret Plume Punisher bases here in Crane? Could we stop talking about the Plume Punisher show for a sec, Maya? I guess so. Sorry. Keeping real is much harder than it looks. I should get going now. Sorry I wasn't any help. Don't worry, I've got this. We'll beat the charge tomorrow. We'll be on the first plane back home before you know it. Then we'll go grab dinner at El Dunes or your favorite burger joint. You pick. Sounds good. I think I'll get the extra large hamburger steak topping on my salty bowl. Best of both worlds. Yeah, whatever you like. But first I have to beat the charges. I almost forgot. Well, what is it? I have a favor to ask. Okay. Why are you whispering? Oh, I was wondering why I got softer. I forgot I left something at the High Priest's house. It's super important. Would you mind getting and holding on to it for me? Sure. So what's the super important thing? In my bag, you'll find a folding book. So I'm giving the priestess who performs the rite. It's called the Tome of Secrets. It's not important. How could you leave something like that just lying around? That explains all the whispering. If Rafa found out, all the heck would break loose. Look, it's got Lady Kira's real name written in it, so... Oops. Don't tell anyone I told you that. In fact, just forget to say anything at all. It's supposed to be a secret. Home Secrets contains secrets? Imagine that. What are you two whispering about? Nothing. She forgot something, so I told her I'd go get it. You're up to something. I just know it. Thanks, Dick. I'm counting on you. Let's go. Hello? Am I home? No answer. Timmy's probably out right now. Well, I'll just get what I came for. I'm watching you like a warbad. Barbhead, you better not steal anything. I never do something like that. I'm sure you'll get what I asked for. Then get on with it. I wish you stop interrupting me. Here's Maya's bag. What is that strange patch on her bag? It's Steel Samurai. He's the hero of an action hero show back in my country. Actually, Maya's favorite show. She got all sorts of merchandise related to it. I see. It looks strikingly similar to the Plume Punisher. They are similar, but Steel Samurai definitely came first. I want to try. I see. How interesting. Maybe she's genuinely intrigued. There must be a common thread between Plume Punisher and Steel Samurai fans. I think of it. Did Maya mention something about trading with a Plume Punisher fan? But I digress. I better find what she asked me to look for and get going. Let's see here. It could be. This must be that Tome of Secrets that Maya was talking about. Well, Barbhead? Are you finished now? Nope, I'm gonna look at the Tome of Secrets. The priestess acting as Lady Kira's representative must know her name. That name is Imsen. Oops. Speaking the name is unforgivable. Lock this knowledge deep in your heart, devote yourself to prayer. Well, I'm done. I cannot be forgiven, ever. I cannot be forgiven. Hold on a second. The stinger on it is coming undone. Oops. Oh. Ah! You fool! Do not lay eyes upon it. Put it away, quickly, or we go blind. Relax, my hand just slipped. This is the Tome of Secrets. Are you trying to get us cursed? Lady Kira is liable to swoop down and gouge your eyes out. Alright, this book is related to Lady Kira, isn't it? Rebels, would you mind if I asked you some questions? Humph. This is not something I would normally speak about to an outsider such as you. Well, can't you make an exception? If you insist. Dana! What is this folding book? Yes. I see. Alright, that's last my water. I have to get some more to take my pill. My pill's downstairs anyway. My water's downstairs anyway, too. That would be alright. What's folding book? Yes, I see. This very important tome is bestowed upon the priestess in the purification rite. Oh, very important. What's written inside? Yes, I see. Really? Is it alright to reveal that? Your balance? Patience. The book contains Lady Kira's true name. Her true name. Is name really that important of a secret? To a priestess, a person's name is one of the most important things to know. What's so important about a name? Without a name, a priestess' voice will fail to reach a person's minimum. It's much like trying to send a letter without the recipient's address. A spirit can only be identified once you know the deceased's face and name. I get it. It's like when you see someone in the crowd you recognize but you don't know their name. It makes it impossible to get their attention. Indeed, you must know a spirit's face and true name before you can commune with it. It's the same for craniism. It is the same for craniism's most secret art, one that my mother-in-law may use. The Queen has a secret art? Oof, it's something a foreigner such as you could never hope to guess. She channels spirits. Praise the spirit channeling is a secret art that can only be performed by the Queen. No one else is supposed to be able to do it. I should pretend this is all new to me. Besides, I get the feeling she secretly really wants to tell me all about it. Could you tell me about this secret art of the Queen you spoke of? Come again? Oh, sorry. Maybe we should talk about this. It is a secret after all, right? It's a secret art of spirit channeling. But I suppose those words are meaningless to you. I'm surprised how willing you are to tell me about it. Third-rate lawyer cannot channel spirits simply by learning the technique. Third-rate's a bit harsh. They even settle for second. What is it? You have the look of a typical hag frog up on your face. What the heck is a tentacled hag frog? Spirit channeling. That's where a medium lets the spirit possessed in her body to return to our world, right? Oh, now. So you have done your homework. Hey, fun with Cinnamon? I guess I studied a bit. Aha. With the power of spirit channeling, one can bring back even the most ancient of spirits. It's quite a magnificent power, is it not? I've never seen her eyes light up like this before. Imagine they're pretty shocked when they come back from ancient times. Indeed. The spirit's memory is cut off at the moment of death. Do you think Maya channeled Lady Kira, for real? The human spirit that is brought back after centuries doesn't sense any gap in time. In the moment is death, and the moment is channeled. Yes, clearly recalls all of the memories that it had in life. Thus, even heroes and scholars of antiquity can be channeled and directly learned from. Our queens have also used this power to help the rulers of neighboring lands seek counsel. That's why we have never been invaded and how we have maintained our unique culture. Spirit channeling is a really effective tool for international politics. It is indeed. And that is why only those with the power to channel spirits may rule our kingdom. Of late, there has been an endless influx of illegal immigrants from neighboring lands. Fools come seeking the same great power as my mother. Illegal immigrants? Yes, it's becoming quite a problem. Some have lost their way in life and look to Koreanism for their salvation. Among them are also those of dubious nature who have been driven from their own lands. Dubious nature? Driven from their own lands? Gasper Payne definitely fit that bill. They sure were treating him like an illegal alien. Can you channel spiritual benevolence? I am but the royal priestess. There is still much that I must learn. As of now, the divination seance takes me to the very limit of my ability. Your spiritual power doesn't measure with Maya's. You were just mocking me in your mind, weren't you? Don't be ridiculous. Spit all over your face, you impudent nincompoop. Divination Seance was once one of the important roles fulfilled by the Queen. As my mother taught me when I was little. So the Queen can perform today's devotion. That'd be sight to see. Someday I'll be a powerful priestess and queen just like my mother. And Divination Seance is a vital part of my training to prepare for me for that day. Get my innards, rebellious. Oof. You shall see. It will not be long before I, too, master the secret art of spirit channeling. I'll be a magnificent queen who unites her people for the greater good of Khura'in. Now I see. Spirit channeling is something she really aspires to. I want to ace that test and become the next master. After all, I can't let my Japan and other visitors down. Looks like she actually has something in common with Maya. Are you quite through now? There are more important things to do than to stand here and talk about spirit channeling. That's true. It doesn't have anything to do with this case, as far as I can tell. Or does it? The Queen is a spirit medium. I gotta suggest that my mother was channeling Lady Kira. Guess she saw that one coming. Flowers are indeed a witness breed. On the day of the rite, my mother was engaged in other duties at the palace. Of course. My mother is a very busy woman, and the idea itself is preposterous. Do you truly believe the Queen of Khura'in would personally battle the insurgents? This is precisely what makes you third rate. Irk. Another dead end. It's bad. Anyway, I need to continue looking for leads, so... Over there. After him. Don't let him escape. What's all that racket? What? That escaped prisoner has surfaced here in town? Escaped prisoner? You mean that guy with the bushy beard? There's no reason to panic. The police are on his trail. He's no longer a suspect. They might know something, considering he was at the scene of the crime. Alright. Well, that's where we ended for tonight. We have a new lead. We're gonna call there. I have no intention of messing up my internet again tomorrow, so hopefully we'll be able to start on time, more or less. Maybe I'll even skip my exercise so we can start actually on time and try to catch up with where we're supposed to be. But yeah, so that's it for tonight. Good night, everyone. Sleep well. Good dreams. I'll see you guys back here tomorrow for more chess puzzles and Apollo Justice. Yeah. Good night, everyone. Fox out. Night-night. And thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys. Sorry for everything.